What is going on, guys? It's Zigzag here. Welcome back to another Zigzag Play Along League video. Today we are on Season 3, Episode 14 out of 15. Links to play next week's Episode 15's links are in the description, so go ahead and play those if you wish. And yeah, we are in the top 16 here, so I recall that last week was not too good on the abandoned locations. We kind of lost a few points there, so I think we can still push to the top 10, but it seems rather unlikely. We need a really good round this week. So let's just see how we go for round 14, and it's City Skylines, so more of that coming to the channel. I know people said they liked that video, so yeah, luckily I scheduled it for this week, so let's get back into it and see if I can beat the fans at it. So here we go. This one immediately looking like South Africa, and actually I can say it is South Africa because we have a South Africa taxi here. You often see these Toyota vans with the South African flag with the little like tassels coming out the side. So yeah, definitely South Africa here, and this one is a massive city. Definitely reminds me more of Pretoria or Johannesburg rather than Cape Town, for example. So, and they would be the only three options, I'd dare say. So probably going to be in like Johannesburg, crossing over here or something like that. We see the Central Business District. I'm pretty sure South Africa's another country that says CBD for Central Business District, and we can see that over to our east here. So yeah, that would actually make sense. I would dare say we're probably about exactly where I've clicked. But we have lanes coming underneath us as well, so maybe right there. That seems like the main place. I mean, is there actually anywhere else in South Africa that looks like that? So Pretoria doesn't fit. Durban, I guess, could be an option. Again, doesn't really fit unless we were right there. As I said, I don't think this is Cape Town. Cape Town, we would see the mountains in the background. So I'm just going to say we're right there. And oh man, it was Durban. I mean, I did say it, didn't I? But yeah, that's a bit of a blunder. I should have paid closer attention there for sure. Yeah, Durban's a big city, but I didn't think it would be that built up. There it is. So actually looking like a pretty nice place right there, I would say as well. 3.5k. I dare say a lot of people made that mistake as well, but I still feel a bit embarrassed. So here's the next round. California, Southwest California Place. But I think Southwest is just referring to the direction of the street, not the town itself. So this is the skyline. We've got like a viewing tower here. It's a big city, and it's over to our northeast here. More to the east, I would say. So what does it say here? South African Boerboel. So that might be a breed of dog or something. Interesting RV there. And yeah, I think we should be able to find this, honestly. So let's get in here with 50 seconds left. It's not LA. San Francisco seems possible here. So do we see any like South West California place or anything like that? So probably not. Could we be looking over Oakland? I'm not really sure because we can't see anything over to our west here. So yeah, it's tough, kind of a tough decision here. If we were looking over at Richmond or something like that, maybe not Paradise Drive. So maybe we are just in San Francisco here across. I don't think so. We'd have some hills. Brisbane? No, so we're not there. So where can we be? I guess we could be like over this side. That's at least possible. But yeah, it might be further up. Could be further up. Could even be in like Seattle or something. I don't know. But the fact that the street is called California, and these appear to be California plates as well. No? Okay, so it was Seattle, man. I just, I'm having a terrible time with it right now. And, did it even say California? Oh yeah, there's California Way, so a little unlucky there. But again, people are getting 5Ks on 5Ks, and of course that viewing tower is famous in Seattle, and I have been there. I remember walking, I guess along, let me see, I guess I walked along this road here, probably into this park here, yeah, the Olympic Way or something like that. I think I walked there not too long ago, so 2 rounds where I really should have gotten it. Not really doing myself any favors this round, but that's okay. That's okay, we can still redeem ourselves here. We've got a turkey van, and that's definitely going to be a big help here. This kind of cobblestone, maybe feeling a bit more European side of Turkey. This one should be Istanbul though. I'm just looking at how big the city is, and surely it is. So we have it all to our south here. So I would say we might be on the European side of Istanbul, maybe up in the hills here, looking down onto this part of the city right here. We can't see the harbour anywhere. We see more hills, but I'm actually pretty sure that would still be consistent with Istanbul. Now, we could be on the Asian side as well. I do consider we could be on the Asian side, but I'm happy to guess on the European side here. Let's find out if we're close. And man, it was Ankara, so how many wrong guesses can I get? Seems like a number of people, again, getting it correct, and some people still on a perfect score. So 2 people still on a perfect score, which is quite impressive. But yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I just kind of thought it looked more like Istanbul from pictures of Istanbul I've seen. Regardless, we get a okay score. We got the country. Shangri-La. Interesting. So this one is a Asian city, I would say. It's interesting here is we have some like interesting European looking architecture, but hold up. Could it be? It could still be Europe. I don't actually know yet. It just looked more Asian when I looked over here at these high rises. So yeah, this appears to be more Asian. We've got mountains in the background. Could it be Vladivostok? That's also possible. It's tracker coverage. This could be Vladivostok. So yeah, I'm not really sure, and I don't know if they have buildings that big there, but also I don't see any Russian, but yeah, it's kind of what it looks like to me. This guy looks Asian here. So I guess if it wasn't there, it might be like northern Japan, but again, doesn't really feel too Japanese to me either. So in Korea, I feel like we'd see some Korean if we were in Korea. Something tower there. And obviously China doesn't have the coverage, so yeah, I think we might be here. Obviously, there are mountains in the background in Vladivostok, so that would make sense. And can we go for a 5k here? We're in like the river, but yeah, I don't really see. I mean, we could be like here, where there's a river here, maybe. I don't know if that's going to be correct or not, but seems at least possible with the city to the north. So yeah, I don't know. This is not an easy round. I'm like 30% confident here, I would say. Let's see if I'm right. Oh, it's Ulaanbaatar. That makes sense. So the mountains in the background and the Asian-looking people. And there we go. So people maintain perfect scores here. And yeah, another big Asian city with coverage. It only makes sense now that I see it like this. But we didn't have any Cyrillic to help us out either way, which is a little annoying. So there we go. Not going well at all. This is like my most consistently failed round in a while. And I think this one takes us to Brazil. It looks like a Brazilian city, perhaps Rio. The city over here is oh, we got signs. Interesting. Can't really make out anything, but we do have a Brazilian flag, so I was right about Brazil. So the city, the harbour, it's like a cove actually, interestingly, but the city is over there to the west, so that would definitely make sense for Brazil. Yeah, if the city's on a cove, then Rio truly does make sense here. And if we're looking over at Rio, it's kind of to our like southeast or something. Then we could be. I don't know. Are we looking at Rio? That's the question. We've got like a big Ferris wheel as well. Interestingly, do we have any bridge going across here? We don't see the bridge, so. Not really sure what that means, guys. I'm struggling today. So other options. I mean, yeah, it could just be any of these, to be honest. Oh, again, we don't have a bridge, so maybe not there. Sao Paulo. Yeah, again, no. Sao Paulo is too far inland. So Porto Alegre. Now this one could make sense. This one really could make sense. Very like bent around though. We needed the proper cove. I'm going to stick with Rio. Hopefully it's not actually Porto Alegre, but we'll see. And my goodness, it is a southern one here. So yeah, impressive guesses there. Only 3,000 points I managed here, even though I wasn't too far away. Porto Alegre might have been a slightly better guess, but yeah, was just in this one here, which is a really interestingly shaped one, and quite a pretty spot as well. Anyway, 13,000 points on what should be an easy map. That is quite possibly my worst showing up on the playing along ever. I should have at least had like 2 or 3Ks here, maybe, yeah, probably at least 2 or 3, I would say. So let's see. So 2,499, I don't believe that, so we'll start from here and see. Look at all these good scores. We'll pick the top 15 because obviously people have gotten pretty close here. But man, I should have at least had 20,000 points, like minimum. We're gonna have to scroll down a long way here to find me, I think. Oh, just no good, man. And you can see everyone getting 3,500 points on the first round as well, which is kind of funny. Anyway, there we are, number 85. No surprises there, but seems like some other people had some fails as well, so it's not so bad, I guess, but yeah, just kind of funny how badly I really did here. So we had a grand total of 161 people playing, so thank you very much everyone for playing, a lot of familiar names in there. And here's how the top 15 did, so obviously everyone getting Seattle, really should have gotten that. The California clue threw me there. Then we had Turkey, in which most people got the right one. As for Mongolia, did anyone go in Vladivostok with me? No, I was alone there in the top 15, but there was someone in Beijing, and there was someone in Nur-Sultan as well. Obviously no trekker over in Kazakhstan, although. The South Africa one, yeah, did anyone else guess right with me here? A couple of people over inside Pretoria and Johannesburg. One person even in Ladysmith, but yeah, everyone getting Durban, which is pretty impressive because it was by no means easy. And then the Brazil ones, yeah, a bunch of people going on Rio with me, but actually only a few people finding the correct town over here. So pretty impressive if you were able to do that, but yeah, a bunch of people getting in the right kind of area. And so that was it, was it not? Yeah, it was. So thank you for playing along there, guys. And now we will head into the NMPZ challenge link from last week. And let's see how we can go. So hopefully we can make up for some bad play here. This is winter coverage inside Finland. Double yellows, don't get confused, they can be in Finland too. But it's the Generation 2 that's really the clue. I mean, I hope this isn't Canada. It doesn't appear to be. So, given that we were going to be there, whereabouts should we go? I would say winter coverage is often more to the south, is something I've noticed, but I'm not really sure here. I might go over this side here just as an interesting guess. And, ooh, not bad, 98 kilometers away. Some people got a bit closer than I did, but that is one of the best guesses, so very pleased with that, with that. And yeah, when you find these winter coverage, don't suppose it's up north, because a lot of the stuff in winter they did to the south. Because if you did winter in the north, it would just be too cold to do the coverage, I feel like. So here we have some interesting plates. I can't quite make out what they are, but it looks and it feels more Canadian to me than anything else. The question is where? I think it kind of reminds me of Quebec, maybe like upper province Quebec here. But it's a little hilly, and the like kind of big trucks and road quality kind of looks like it might have been damaged by the winter as well. So I kind of like Quebec here, maybe like up here. Let's pick a town, maybe Herbertville or something like that. I don't know, just has that kind of feel about it to me. We have mountains in the background, or hills in the background, more accurately. So maybe we'll go in a hillier spot here. So maybe in this one here then. Let's see. Not bad. It was in Quebec, so that's pretty happy. It's above Montreal here. 4,100 points is a good result, I would say. Poison's absolutely nailed it here, which is pretty cool as well. My guess over here would have been, I guess, a little bit better or about the same, but yeah, still pleased. Next one is going to be in... Ooh, I think this should be Netherlands. I think it should be Netherlands. We have the bike path here. Long white road signs. Not really sure what I think about that. Could be Denmark or Belgium as well with the Generation 2. Ooh, is that like a Danish sign there on the ground? A lot of the times they have the red text on them. So I actually think I might guess southern Denmark here rather than Netherlands. The only concern I have is that it's very flat, and a lot of the time, obviously, you do see completely flat roads over in the Netherlands. But yeah, I will go with Denmark here just because of this little sign here. I think we might be right about that. So let's go outside of Svendborg and see how close we are. And man, it was just Netherlands. My first instinct was right. You guys know what I mean about those little like signs with the red text on them that go along the ground in Denmark. Ironically enough, or maybe fittingly, it says close to Denmark as you can really get in the Netherlands, but still not a great score from me there. Next one is interesting indeed. White line on the outside here is kind of throwing me off. I think this should still be Colombia, but let's see. The sun appears to be more to the north. I think the sun does appear to be more to the north because you can see these shadows are kind of being cast to the south. Also, this pole's painted a little bit yellow at the bottom. So yeah, definitely thinking this one could be Colombia. And also this tree kind of looks Colombian as well. Not really sure what type it is, but this kind of leaf pattern definitely reminds me a bit of Colombia. We've also got a motorbike. So, I just don't know if they paint the outside of the road ever white. Could it be Philippines as well? Could be, or like Thailand. Could be Thailand. But I think I have to go for it because of the painted yellow on the pole. So, I'm just worried about this outside painted white line, if you know what I'm saying. It feels more like a thing you'd do elsewhere, but I think with the sun as well, we should go here. Let's see if I'm right. Okay, good. That was actually pretty good, 200 Ks away. I wonder how many people actually failed that round, because feels like it could have been easily failed, given the fact that the outside lines kind of reminded me more of other places. But anyway, let's move on to the last round here. We are driving right-hand side of the road. Generation 2. Feels like Germany to me. Could certainly feel like Germany. Yeah, I'm trying to think here. It's kind of like the washed out Generation 2 that you often see in Germany. Kind of reminds me of the Ruhrgebiet area, so I think I will go there. In this area, a lot of the German population lives over here, kind of an old industrial center. So definitely kind of reminds me of that. It could be like, I don't know, it kind of reminds me of places I went in Munich as well, but I think I will stick with Ruhrgebiet. Let's go somewhere out in the outskirts of Dusseldorf here. And yeah, obviously driving right-hand side of the road. The architecture is kind of what's throwing me here, but it's quite flat as well. I'm not really sure. I think we have a few hills in the area, but I don't mind this. So let's find out if we are correct or not. And not bad. Oh, we are super close here. Super close. So one thing that like helped me to guess there was, I remember like learning in German classes about Schrebergartens, where like you'd have like communal gardens. I'm not really sure if they were what they had outside those houses, but the people had big gardens, which I know are kind of emphasized over there, perhaps? I don't know. You guys have to tell me if I am on the right track at all there, but help me out. And the Dusseldorf guess is super close. One of the best, perhaps. So 22.4k is pretty good for NMPZ. If I had gone with my gut on Netherlands, we would have easily had 23k there, which is a little sad, but I'm happy with how it went there. So let's see where we ended up. And we were number 5 there. So from bad to good, guys. That is what you like to see in a video. And it seems like everyone was playing legit as well, which is good. So let's just check out. I mean, this is a pretty easy seed, so we can easily check out the top 20 here. Generally, when you have a harder seed, that's when you don't want to check out even more. But yeah, let's see how everyone did here. Seems like, again, a number of people playing, so thanks everyone who plays along, 79 of you guys, and it's been nice to watch that grow over the years. But here is the total of the map, and it was Colombia that no one went north enough, so literally not a single person went as far north as that. But I guess that's where the bigger mountains end, and then it gets a little flatter up to the north there. So interestingly enough, my guess was pretty good out of everyone's, and even some Ecuador's and Mexico from Chuma there. As for this one over here in Montreal, outside of Montreal, I was the person to guess the furthest north here. I think so, indeed. And yeah, I mean, just had a kind of a northern feel to it. We even had a Texas guess, which is very interesting. I mean, it was kind of dry, but I just saw the kind of snow-marked road. At least that's what I thought. As for this Netherlands one, seems like everyone pretty much got that. Really should have gotten it as well, but whatever. And then yeah, as for this one, I was one of the closest, equal closest with our Norwegian friend here. And yeah, seems like people getting around the spot. Pretty happy with my guess there for sure. And yeah, that was it, apart from the Finland, where a bunch of people actually got in the right area, interestingly. I was the only person to guess out here. I guess there's probably a bit less coverage over with all those lakes there. And then, yeah, a bunch of people getting a bit further north. And even in Sweden. But there you go. That is it for today's video, guys. Thank you very much for watching to the end. Appreciate it always. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys soon. Catch up.